what to say. Other than the fact that I'm legitimately done with this activism shit. I am. I'm literally not doing it anymore. I didn't show up to I don't know if it was called the Wimixons March in 2018, but I wasn't at the one in 2019. I was at the one today in Portland, Oregon, and I guess I'm not going to say it was a mistake. Okay, the whole march was a mistake. Period. The whole thing. Whole thing is a mistake. Do you understand me? I'm not going to say it was a mistake that I went, but it's a mistake that shit exists. I don't really know, I truly don't know what the point of it is. I wasn't really listening to any of the speakers because I honestly don't care about what they have to say, unfortunately. I really don't. I'm not saying that, I don't care about... I don't even know who those women were speaking. I'm not saying that I don't care about what those women have to say ever, because I'm sure that I would in a different context, but if, literally at this point, from this point forward, anyone speaking at a Win Nixon's march, I don't care about it, is what I'm saying. I got video of me being heckled by trans trenders, and I'm putting that up. Putting it all up, I think, because, we have to document this shit happening to us, and we have to show the world that this is how they act, and we have to... Honestly, we have to be heckled by them. First of all, they don't have shit to say. All they can say are their, fun, buzzword phrases that they are taught to parrot from Tumblr. And they pretty quickly realize, once you actually start asking them about those buzzword phrases, that they can't, even define them. They can't explicate on them. They can't defend them. They can't, that shit is hollow as fuck. You know what I mean? You can't apply Tumblr posts, in this case, when it comes to transgenderism, you can't apply Tumblr posts to real life and just have it work out, because it doesn't. And that's what the world has gotten to, is literal fucking Tumblr posts have been written into law practically. You can't misgender anyone, you can't use, you can't, all this stew butthurt Tumblr level shit. You can't do that. It's a crime to misgender someone. It's a crime to not allow your child to go on hormones. That's literally a Tumblr post right there that some really angry 16-year-old wrote. I'm so mad my parents won't let me go on hormones, so it should be written into law that I can do it when I want to. Well, now it is. Hey, Bubba. She's visiting. She's great. She's like a little dinosaur. Hi, little dinosaur. Do you want to be in the video? This is more entertaining than the Women's March, huh? Wimixon's March. Gross. Stop, Scout. I want to hang out. Just don't lick my face, please. I'm trying to talk. Anyway, first of all, it's called the Wimixon's March. It's not even called the Women's March. WOMAEWOME. E-N apostrophe S. It's called Womixen. W-O-M-X-N. Because they want to include transgenders and non-binaries. I know, it's so dumb, Scout, isn't it? It's so dumb. It's such a waste. It's literally such a waste of everyone's time. Practically no one showed up. It's just like an outing. And people were freaking talking, babbling away on the mic for over an hour. And they didn't even start marching. Like, marching. Bro, they ain't marching. Oh, sorry, Scout. Okay. They ain't marching, though. They're just, like... Once they did march, though, I'm sure they were, like, perusing about on the... around the block. Literally, that's what they do. They, like, get all fired up. They have all these people talk. Da-da-da-da-da. And then they, like, march, holding their signs. And I wasn't gonna march. I was just on the sidelines, really, hold with my signs. I'll put up more pics. And I did get heckled by some trans trenders. But, like... it's all pointless. Honestly. It is. Honestly, I'm serious. It's pointless. Like, don't go to a Womixen's march. Like, you probably have better things to do with your life at that point in time. Like, don't waste your time going to that shit. And, like, I heard at one point, one of the speakers was like, when I say women, you say rise. And, like, the women, rise was so fucking weak. So fucking weak. This is what I don't understand about a lot of things, is like, I guess people did respond, right? They did say rise. I'm also bored with it. They did say rise, but not very enthusiastically. They were just like, rise. Like, there were, like, probably not even 200 people there, honestly. Maybe 200. I feel like it's just like it's literally just like a thing to go to. Like, you get up, you go there, you listen to people talk about boring shit, honestly, in a context that doesn't really make a lot of sense. You know what fucking song was playing? And then I looked up the lyrics and I was like, why the shit is this playing at the Women's March? I mean, I keep having to say the Womixen's March. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Why the fuck aren't we singing I Am Woman by Helen Reddy? Y'all tell me. I don't know. But this shit is stupid. This shit is a waste of time. This shit is exhausting. Oh yes, come in the shot. Come in the shot. Here he is. Here he is to save the day. Check. He's on his way. Is it a single check? No. Is it a double check? No. It's check. What's up, check? Hi. Say hi to our viewers. You want to lay? Why don't you lay right there? We'll go night-night. I'm exhausted because I was up so late last night making signs, but also because, like, some trans trenders heckled me, but also because, like, you know, it's all this fucking effort for goddamn nothing. This was the whole reason I made the video. I made a sign that says, ask me why pharmaceutical birth control is bad for women. because it is, point blank, period, the end. Pharmaceutical birth control is bad for women. It keeps women in the dark about how their bodies actually work. It tells women what to do. It is men in hospitals, the institution of hospitals, the institution of the medical industry, because it's an industry, brainwashes women into thinking that they are helpless without birth control, that they literally need birth control in order to not get pregnant if they're having sex with men. And that's not fucking true. And I also don't know where they do all the testing on women for the pharmaceutical birth control. I talk about it a little bit in Below Everything Below the Waist, and I think she's going to get more into it later on. And I'm sorry I haven't done those live streams where I read that book, because I have to keep doing it. But like, that information is not divulged to the public. And it's not divulged to the public for a reason. Because women literally die, taking birth control, taking test runs, being guinea pigs for pharmaceutical birth control. And Planned Parenthood does not educate women about fertility awareness. It does not educate them about their bodies. It just gives them fucking pills and bullshit to be like, here you go, which fail, which cause the need for abortion, because birth control often fucking fails, and then women need abortions due to fucking failed birth control. How is that good? All that is bad. All of that is bad. And so I had that sign, and I went to the Planned Parenthood booth because I wanted to take a picture of me holding that sign in front of it. And my friend took a picture of me, and the woman working there, wearing the Planned Parenthood t-shirt, I don't even fucking know what they were doing. Probably I don't know what they were doing. Maybe getting people to volunteer. Was flipping me off. Was flipping off the camera. She photobombed with a nice bird. Like, well, bitch, maybe if you had actually asked me about what birth control is and about why fucking birth control is bad for women, like my sign fucking goddamn said, ask me why birth control is bad for women. Maybe you would have gotten a better fucking picture, and you would have actually started questioning your reality. Hello! Maybe you would have questioned your career choice too. That's how people are over here. They're not confrontational. They're not friendly, really. I mean, they're friendly, but it's like superficial AF. People don't confront each other over here in the PNW, okay? And I'm really sick of it. I'm really, really sick of it, truly. Well, it's not just the PNW, it's like everywhere, but like, I feel like it's especially here. Anyway, that really pissed me off. And another one of my signs said, in this day and age when the majority of women behave like house elves be Dobby, that woman flipping me off in my picture was behaving like a house elf. Pretty much all the women I would dare to guess at the Womixons March are behaving like house elves. Because if they had actually thought about it, and if they had actually analyzed their choices, and if they had actually fucking seen what's going on with women, well, maybe they would have still been at the march, but they would have been carrying better signs, and they would have been more angry. Like, I love how, like, the whole vibe about the Womixons March was, one, weak as fuck, and was, two, just as if it was like a fun outing. Like, oh, it's just a fun activity. Like, I don't really consider needing to demand for my rights and needing to assert the fact that I'm an actual woman, and assert the fact that trans women aren't women, and assert the fact that the gender cult is bullshit, is like a fun outing. Like, if I didn't have to do that shit, then I wouldn't. This is actually one of my favorite signs. Even though it was like the last sign I made, it wasn't like as good, but I mean, it wasn't, as like well done, is what I mean to say. But it ended up being one of my favorite signs, and I don't think that many people read it because I didn't have it facing out that often, but I have to get it. Hold on. Oh, this is a trans trender was heckling me about this. Only women and girls menstruate. Duh. Yes, that's my real blood because I'm a real woman. Get better acquainted with your period and help our Mother Earth. And go to partypantspads.com. They're local. Y'all need to stop with this equality bullshit. Women cannot gain equality to men unless we are first liberated from men. Get radical or enjoy your oppression. Get radical or enjoy your oppression. And all these women were just enjoying their oppression. They were like, oh, cool. I can take a day off from, being a wife. I can take a day off from doing school. I can take a day off. I can take a few hours out and go blah, 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 and just go hang out and carry a sign somewhere with some bullshit that I fucking wrote 10 minutes before I left. This was relevant. Define what a woman is without using stereotypes. None of the transgenders that heckled me could. And here we go. This is a really good one. I think this confused a lot of people, which is funny because it's pretty clear. Feminism. The only liberation movement, not about the people it's meant for. That's Terry. Terry Strange said that. Let me just show you the... Oh, this sign got wrecked. I have a video of it. It's not a good video, okay? I mean, it's not a bad video. It's a decent video, but I'm saying, like, I do not show people's identities in my videos unless they specifically tell me that it's okay. So I purposely didn't show these people's faces. And I also couldn't make it obvious that I was recording them. But a woman grabbed this sign from me and broke it a little bit. I don't identify as a woman. I am a one. Womanity. Yeah, a woman did that. So think about that. That woman wanted to fight me. Ask me why birth control. Ask me why pharmaceutical birth control is bad for women. Y'all can ask me anytime. Well, anyway, my point is, I don't think I need to waste time with this bullshit anymore. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to waste time with this bullshit anymore. I don't need to waste my time, fighting for people who don't give a fuck. Raising my voice for people who don't give a fuck. Making signs for people who don't give a fuck. A lot of people looked at my signs, I will say that. But only one woman approached me about birth control. She didn't ask me why birth control was bad for women. Like, do you really fucking think that I would go to a goddamn march, show up at a march, and have a fucking sign that I made? It obviously took me a long time to make it, too, because it's well made, unlike a lot of the other fucking signs there. And do you think I would just, not be able to tell you? Women are house elves. Women do have the attitude of helplessness. Women they are enjoying their oppression right now. Get radical or enjoy your oppression. I don't know how else to say it. I really don't. How else do I say that? I don't. There's no other way to say it. All these women are just enjoying their oppression, and I was kind of trying to snap them out of it, and... it's not about me, though, okay? It's not about me, and I'm not trying to be like this, savior radical. I mean, I am, right? Obviously, because here I am. But I'm not saying like that I was gonna like convince every woman there. I'm not saying that I like went to like, I did go to convince women, but I'm not saying like I'm not fucking going there to be like, you know, the shining angel of radical feminism. Okay, I was just going there to hopefully have just like be present there, right? And be a voice there and hopefully have a few women look at my signs. I forgot where I was even going with that. Okay, I remembered. I was a liberal for a long time. Okay, I was. And after a lot of time, not even a lot of time, after a little bit of time went by, I was like, what's being accomplished here? What are these people really doing for their causes, what they say they care about? And it was nothing. I started questioning it myself. No one told me. I did have a little bit of help here and there. I certainly had help by other people's behavior. Hi, come here. You okay? It's okay. I certainly had. I'm just saying, like, I was able to look around at my surroundings, look around at the people around me, question their actions, and say, hey, this isn't getting us anywhere. I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to come to these meetings anymore. I'm not going to go to these protests anymore. I'm not going to do this, that, and the other thing anymore. Like, I'm going to try to figure out something else out. Like, how come I can do that, but all these other women at the fucking Women's March can't? Or haven't or won't. And like, it's not even just those women. Like, there weren't even that many fucking women there. It's like, how come other women don't want to improve their situations and they don't want to improve other women's situations and they don't want to create a better society? Like, we are supposed to evolve as a species, okay? As a society, as a nation, okay? We're supposed to change, right? We're supposed to create solutions to problems. That's what we do. That's who we are. And people who don't want to create solutions and people who don't want to better their surroundings and people who don't want to ameliorate, you know, big problems within society just fucking confuse me. I'm like, what are you here for? What are you here for? Candy? Are you here for nothing? Like, I don't get it. It is so frustrating to me. And I'm really frustrated with this whole fucking thing, is what I'm saying. Binky wants pets. So, I guess we'll leave it at that.